Hey there, Dr. Rob, the car doctor here in Hillsboro, Oregon. And this week's behind the scenes case study video is a 1998 Chevy C3500 truck that was failing DEQ. We have a pretty stringent test here, and it was failing for hydrocarbons. Here's the standard 220 hydrocarbons. It was 431 for the first test, 544 for the second. CO was okay. And I make these videos to kind of not go into great detail, but just kind of show behind the scenes. To make a long story short, what fixed this vehicle was it was running a little bit rich. They're known for fuel injectors to get dirty, and I fixed it with some common sense and the MotorVac service. This is a lost art of maintenance. It's a fuel injection machine that does a complete fuel injection service on the system. It cleans the fuel injectors. Show you kind of a cool setup I got here. So number one, it hooks up to the fuel system. The red is your input line. Black is return. They say to run it for about 30 minutes or so. I like to run them longer. And so the first step is it cleans your injector rails, which is right here. Here's a picture of your rail. So the input and return cleans the rail, fuel pressure regulator, and then the injectors as well goes down to the injectors. Here's a closer shot of that. The chemical goes into the intake valve, cleans that really good of carbon, and then not only does it do the injectors, it cleans the rest of the engine too, like the cylinder here, the exhaust valves on the way out. Here's a better picture of that too. The yellow highlights your fuel. The cylinder, exhaust, comes down around, cleans your O2 sensor, your catalytic converter. Man, I've been doing this for 38 years now. MotorVac service is awesome to fix fuel injection problems, hesitations, check engine lights. It's basically like a really high-tech fuel injection tune-up. And then here's another sales point that really helps explain it to my customers. Engine valves, there's sludge buildup there, very clean afterwards. Exhaust pipe cleans out the exhaust. Engine pistons. Catalytic converter as well too. There's your cat there. EGR systems, and of course your spark plugs. So really just a full fuel injection clean. And what I do too, the company that makes this recommends doing as part of the fuel injection service is taking off your throttle body boot, and I clean for this huge V8 motor, large motor. All the air goes to this tiny little throttle body. So the cleaner you can get this, I've done a brush and cleaned it, it's spotless. So when you accelerate, this throttle opens up and all the air goes through this throttle body. So the cleaner this is, the better. And I've seen stalling problems caused by just a minute amount of carbon buildup even on these throttle plates here. So old and new, you know, I recommend for older vehicles, new ones as well too. It's a good service as well. I would say every 30,000 miles or so is a good time frame to do that. So basically, to reiterate what I talked about, MotorVac service to clean the entire fuel system and the engine. And then also just a tip for technicians and other shop owners. I make these for all of us, auto shop owners, technicians, vehicle owners, to help out as well. I really recommend the MotorVac cleaner itself. That's one of the strongest ones I've found in all the years I've been doing this. So that's a tip there. So this was the before readings. Here's another brochure, just kind of slipping this in real quick to help out as well too. Again, these can be found on the internet to describe even for shop owners and owners a little bit more about the service and what it does. So to wrap up this one, it's about 5 minutes. I like to keep them clean, quick, knowledgeable, and informative. Here was the readings before, 431, 544, and CO wasn't so bad. And I actually drove this through the DEQ station for the customer as well, just to make sure. Hydrocarbons 220 was a spec. 26 hydrocarbons. How cool is that? 544 down to 26. CO was 0.0105. The spec is 1%. So fantastic readings there too. So basically, to wrap it up, today's victory, a truck that was failing DEQ test. We got it through with some fuel injection service, throttle body clean, a couple of adjustments here and there, and now we have one happy customer. And actually, this is for another shop too. I help other shops with their tough ones, and so if you or anybody you know, another shop needs some help with OBD1 vehicles especially, this is a kind of a behind the scenes of my shop here. There's my desk, all my certifications. Even more importantly, most of this stuff is OBD1 diagnostic tools, breakout boxes, Fords, Toyotas, GMs, all the imports as well too. Kind of a cool little behind the scenes for customers. And then of course I got the snap-on Veris Pro scanner for the new stuff. Great system there. My electronics test bench for using my electronics degree to repair and fix things as well. So that's it. That is the behind the scenes, the Honest Car Doctor in Hillsboro, Oregon. If you or anybody you know needs some help with DEQ, check engine lights, drivability, electrical, any of that strange stuff, that's what I specialize in. And once again, victory with a 98 truck, passing DEQ. All right, everyone, hope you learned something from this video. And until next time, Dr. Rob the Car Doctor in Hillsboro, Oregon, over and out.